Race number 1 is going to be MC on the pole, Brown in the 2, Toolman in the 3, Washington in the 4. Drivers from race number 5, four-wheel drive, expert, and intermediate drivers. I need you guys on the track to corner marshal, please. Four-wheel drive drivers, I need you guys on the track to corner marshal, please. You know who you are, but just in case you kids forgot what your names are, that would be Prince, Brown, Jensen, Hulskamp, Adolph, Russell, Sudsbury, and Mian. I need you on the track to corner marshal right about meow. Race number 1 is starting in 1 minute.
One minute to the start of the race.
Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots, please.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
And straightaway is closed. Go and get our cars lined up. Straightaway is closed. Get our cars lined up, please. MC on the pole. Brown in the 2. Toolman in the 3. Washington in the 4.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, starting out our main event.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Toolman, back your car up a little bit. Mr. Washington in the 4.
Less than 5.
All right, Novice Main, Supercross Saturday coming at you in full effect. Drivers ready, marshals ready, going at the sound of the tone. And we are locked and loaded. MC going to be leading us out. Brown in the 2, Toolman in the 3. Toolman doing a wingy on Brown. Through the back double triple section they go. Race number 2. 21.5 lock timing coming up at you next. MC leading us out. Toolman in the 2. Brown in the 3. Rolling race number 1, race number 2. 21.5 lock timing. You know who you are. It's a 3-car dance. That'll be Sudsbury, Rosen, and Price. I'll need these 4 drivers, 2 volunteers after this race to help me marshal. And after race number 2, I'll need 3 volunteer marshals, at least 3 volunteer marshals. Thank you, Kyle. Watch it out, front drivers. Keep it clean. Brown going to be leading us out. MC in the 2. Toolman in the 3. Top 3 through the back triple section they go. .130 in, 3:30 to go. Drivers, you got 2 in, 3 to go. 2 in, 3 to go. Watch on the back triple. Watch on the back triple. And back triple is clear. Brian Brown leading us out. Brown down that front straightaway. Blue into the white. 2:15 in, 2:45 to go. In that 2 spot, going to be the blue and red of MC. Toolman into 3. And the answer could ensue. It's okay, we can roll back to the video. MC leading out. Toolman in the 2. Brian Brown in the 3. Toolman spinning around like a record. Brown going to find his way back into the 2.
2 minutes
with
left.
a little bit of help from Jensen. Down the front straightaway, your pole sitter. MC leading out. Brown now into the 2. 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. Drivers, you got 3:30 in, 1:30 to go. Leader off the end of the straightaway. Now battle shaping up for second and third. Brown and Toolman off the end of the straightaway they go. With 1:15 left to go on the master clock. 1:15 left to go on the master clock. It's going to be MC on top. Somebody going off the beaten path.
1 minute left.
Remember, Mr. Washington, I don't validate parking tickets. That might be City of Chandler, but not me. MC leading out. Brian Brown in the 2. Toolman in the 3. Battle Royale going on through the center roller. Entering into the back double. Single out of both. Toolman looking to the inside. MC starting to shake like a crack addict going through detox with under 40 seconds to go. Through the roller section. In for the driver's stand. There's your leader off the end of the straightaway. Second off the end of the straightaway with less than 30 to go. Drivers, less than 30 to go. Race number 2, 21.5, lock timing. You will be up next. MC getting it wrong on the back triple. Jensen right there to get him. Now you got side-by-side battle with under 15 to go. Now Brown out on top. MC looking to the inside, not able to capitalize there, and he gets into Toolman. And then everybody's falling apart like a Jenga game in an earthquake. Less than 5. Brown's going to make it by for one more lap, and that is time. You will be done when you cross the line. Washington, MC, and Toolman, you are done. Waiting on one, waiting on Brown. Who's going to take the win overall? Waiting on one. Marshals, make sure you're grabbing those blowers. Waiting on one. Don't go backwards on the track, guys. Still got a car to finish out. And that is the race. I'll stop. Novice drivers, go and turn them off. Put them down. Come on back out. Find a marshalling spot for me. Again, I need 2 volunteer marshals to help me out this next race. 2 volunteer marshals, help me out this next race, please. 2 volunteer marshals, help me out this next race. And race number 2, 21.5, lock timing. Coming up at you next. 21.5 lock timing coming up at you next. Let's go and get our novice drivers back out on the track, please. Novice drivers back out on the track, please. All right, let's go ahead and roll them out, check them in. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Thank you, John. Thank you, MC. Thank you, Toolman. Thank you, Mr. Washington. Thank you, Mr. Brown. Qualifying on the 3 spot will be Jerry Price. In the 2 will be Dave Rosen. And on the pole will be Shane Sudsbury. Race number 2 on deck. Race number 3, 17.5 Expert. You will be up next. 17.5 Expert, you will be up next.
Dave Rosen.
And with that being said, next time around, no more laps,
Shane
no more laps,
Sudbury.
no more laps. We'll get our cars lined up. No more laps. It's a 3-car dance. Again, I'll
1 minute
need
to the start of the race.
at least 3 volunteer marshals to help me out with race number 3. At least 3 volunteer marshals help me out with race number 3. And again, we will have open practice till 3 o'clock. I'll have it on a controlled timer of 5 minutes, so please, there's a line waiting.
45
Step on
seconds to
down.
the start of the race.
But again, 3 o'clock. We'll have open practice till. With that being said, drivers ready, marshals ready. Sound of the tone. Locked and loaded. Sudsbury out of the gate. Leading us out, all white with the white wheels. Rosen, yellow and the orange and fluorescent red. Price, white with the green. Everybody through the back triple section they go. Rosen getting it wrong. Price to the inside into the top 2 now. Race number 3, 17.5 Expert. Coming at you next. Leading us out is going to be Sudsbury. Rosen in the 2. Price going to be in the 3. Rosen put it upside down. Price now going to challenge for that top 2. Race number 3, Expert. 17.5 coming up at you next. Watch on the back triple. Watch on the back triple. Back triple is clear. Leading us out is going to be Shane Sudsbury. Up the hill, going down the hill. Rosen in the 2, working his way through the back double. Price working her way through the back double. Gap between second and third going to be 2.1 seconds. There's Rosen at the bottom of the hill. He's getting a little wrong at the bottom of the roller. Price into 3. Race number 3, 17.5 Expert coming up at you next. 17.5 Expert coming up at you next. Shane Sudbury leading out. Rosen in the 2, Price in the 3. Race number 3, Expert 17.5 coming up at you next. Again, I'll need 3 volunteer marshals, at least 3 volunteer marshals to help me out race number 3, and a couple after race number 3 to help me out for 4. So I need a couple volunteer marshals to help me out for race number 3, and then a couple volunteer marshals after race 3 to help me out for race number 4. Shane Sudbury leading us out. 14 and a 5, 17 in the works. Rosen in the 2, Price in the 3. There's Rosen going down the hill. Here comes Price going up the hill. Gap between second and third going to be 4.2 seconds. There's still plenty of time to go. 2.5 in, 2.5 to go. Watch it in center. Rosen getting it wrong off the end of the straightaway. That's going to allow Price to pull up a little bit more. 240 in, 220 to go. There's Rosen up the hill in second. There's Price off the back triple. Coming up the hill right now. Gap was 4.2 last time by. Let's see where we're at this time. Shane Sudbury rolling in another zip code, leading us out.
2 minutes left.
You heard it. 3 in, 2 to go. 3 in, 2 to go. Sudbury leading out. Sudbury right now working his way through the back triple section. Rosen in the 2, Price in the 3. Everybody working on their own stretch of real estate. Nice and easily done. Price starting to shave some time down, working ever so slightly closer to Rosen. Rosen up the hill. Price going up the hill with 3:30 and 1:30 to go. Single out of Rosen, double out of Price. She's making up some ground. She's got the afterburners on. 3:45 in, 1:15 to go. Rosen getting a little wide, going double-double. With 4 minutes in, 1 to go. Drivers, 4 minutes in, 1 to go.
1 minute left.
It's going to be Shane Sudbury leading out, all white with the white wheels down the front straightaway. In that 2, Dave Rosen working his way through the back double, coming into the triple section right about meow. Price into 3. 40 seconds to go, 40 seconds to go. Price can see it. Still working within that real estate of the same straightaway. With 25 seconds to go, drivers, 25 seconds to go. Again, I'll need 3 volunteer marshals after this race. 3 volunteer marshals after this race. Under 15, drivers under 15. Less than 5. Everybody will get by for one more, so it'll be a race to the line. Rosen and Price separated by 1.2 now. Everybody going over the back triple section they go. Rosen on the 2, Price on the 3, up the hill, down the hill they go. Rosen trying to keep it rubber side down. Price giving it all she's got. It's going to be a drag race out the front straightaway, looking to the inside. Not able to get it off the end of the run.
Jerry Price.
And that is the race. All stop, all stop. Marshall's going to grab those blowers. Marshall's grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Race number 3. 17.5 Expert coming up at you next. 17.5 Expert coming up at you next. I'll need these 3 drivers and at least 3 volunteer marshals. I need 3 volunteer marshals, please. Drivers from race number 2. Turn them off. Put them down. Again, I need 3 volunteer marshals to help me out this
Wow.
race. 3 volunteer marshals. Thank you, Mr. Sir.
Kylie Doll.
All right, let's go get our marshals to our spots, please. Marshals to our spots.
Aaron
Marshals
Jensen.
to our spots.
Randy Locken.
Marshals to our spots, please. All right, blowers down and roll them out. Check them in, roll them out, check them in. It's going to be Locken on the 5, Jensen on the 4, Adolph on the 3, Ryan Prince on the 2, and Willie Smith on the pole. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. One there. All right, and with that being said, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. When our cars lined up.
1 minute
And
to
if
the
I
start
could
of the
get
race.
1 volunteer marshal coming on the front straightaway, I need 1 volunteer marshal coming on the front straightaway. 1 volunteer marshal coming onto the front straightaway, please. 1 volunteer marshal coming onto the front straightaway. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you on that. Again, thank you to
45 seconds to the
my
start of the
volunteer
race.
marshals. We'll need a couple of you after this race as well. All right. You kids know the gig. Full send, Supercross Saturday. Coming at you at the sound of the tone. Prince looking to the inside early on. Smith knocking the door shut. Ooh, that was aggressive. Leading us out, Willie Smith, Ryan Prince, Adolph, Locken, Jensen. 30 seconds in, 4:30 to go. Through the back triple section they go. It's going to be Willie Smith on top. Ryan Prince in that too. 19.9 to a 20.4. Your top 2 front runners down that front straightaway. Associated. AK ride of Willie Smith. Associated. J Concepts ride of Prince. Smith hooking up a pipe. Prince letting out the native bird call. So now Smith going to give chase. So it's Ryan Prince leading out. Willie Smith in that too. Not quite sure what the mating call or the bird call of Willie Smith would be. Be like, I don't know, chicken nuggets. No, and Prince, I'm not quite sure what that was. Marshals, keep an eye on your areas, please. Marshals, keep an eye on your areas. Willie Smith back up on top. Prince in the 2, Locking in the 3. Looks like Jensen now into the 4. Adolph going to drop it to the 5. Didn't see what happened. A little rough luck for Adolph. But that's okay because he's actually working through a full race program today. So we're happy about that. Willie Smith leading out. Ryan Prince in that 2. Locking in the 3. Jensen now starting to work up on the back door of Locking. Then he gets it wrong. Coming down the front straightaway. Willie Smith starting to gap out. 18.6 fast lap out of Smith. Prince trying to take flight a little too early. Off the end of the straightaway. Locking in the 3. Now Locking puts it upside down. Here comes Jensen now. So Jensen going to pop into the 3. Adolph going to set his sights on Locking off the end of the straightaway. So 3rd, 4th, and 5th off the end of the straightaway. Normally I call traffic in a time like this, but you guys are experts. So feel free to hold them up as much as you want. No, I joke. That'll be a leader coming up on you. Race cleanly. Oh, my goodness. Jensen put it upside down in no man's land. Heel scamp right there to get him. And here comes Adolph, and Adolph gets spun around. Locking gets spun around. Here comes Prince. So with that being said, things are jockeying back and forth. So Willie Smith leading out. Down the front straightaway. Prince in the 2. Looks like Aaron Jensen in the 3. Locking in the 4. Adolph in the 5. With 3 and 2 to go. Locking getting it wrong in the back double. So now Adolph going to pop up into the top 5 for now. A little bit of rough luck on the back double for Locking. So Willie Smith leading out. Over the backside double. Triple E goes. Race number 4, 17.5 intermediate. Lock timing. You will be up next. I'll need these 5 drivers and at least 1 to 2 volunteers to help me out for the next race. 1 to 2 volunteers. Help me out for the next race. 3:30 in, 1:30 to go. It is Willie Smith leading out. Prince in the 2. Jensen in the 3. Smith put his head down. Looking for some gluten-free pita chips from Payway.
1 minute left.
4:15 in, 45 seconds left to go. It is Willie Smith on top. Ryan Prince, the Darkness in the 2. Aaron Jensen in the 3. Adolph in the 4, locking in the 5. Again, we'll have open practice till 3 o'clock. That'll be about 2 hours of control practice, give or take, within a few moments. A little less than 2 hours, but it'll be a 5-minute clock for you kids. Again, if you have a tab inside the store, make sure you get inside, get that handled, taken care of. 4:40 in. Ha-ha! Less than 20. Willie Smith leading out. Prince in the 2, Jensen in the 3. And everyone will be done when you cross start finish line, and that will be time. Finish lap, you are on. Adolph, you are done. Locken, you are done.
Huge Dingleberry done.
Ryan, you are done. Aaron, you are done.
Jensen
Waiting
done.
on the Smith of Willie. Taking the win, Willie Smith. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab those blowers. Again, I need about 2 to 3 volunteer marshals. Help me out for race number 4. 2 to 3 volunteer marshals. Help me out for race number 4, please.
Nico Butterfield.
I cannot get the rear end to slide. I cannot get it to slide. Like, I'm having to, like, full slam and just crank the wheel. And the thing just, like, and rolls on the rear end.
I can fix that. All right, let's go and roll them out. Check them in. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Marshals to your spots. Again, I need a couple volunteers. Help me out. Aaron, if you want to help me out on the center bucket, that would be great. Kyle, you can get coming on the front straightaway. Qualifying in the 8th spot, Nico Butterfield. In the 7, Todd Farnham. In the 6, John Marquez. In the 5, Nico Meehan. In the 4, Andrew Bryant. In the 3, Evan Fertig. On the 2 will be Paul Weir. And sitting on the pole will be Justin Bilowas. With that being said, no more laps. No more laps. Straightaway is closed. No more laps. Straightaway is closed. Race number 4 on deck. Race number 5. 13.5 4-wheel. Coming at you next. 13.5 4-wheel coming at you next. That's going to be cars lined up. Cars lined up.
Aniko Maihan.
All right. With that being said, drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Going at the sound of the tone. All right, we are locked and loaded. Bilowas grabbing a fistful of throttle. Wants to stay out in front of Weir. Fertig in the 3. Brian in the 4. First, second, third, fourth. All through the back triple section they go. Weir looking high, looking low. Trying to find a way around Bilowas, don't you know? Through the drop down, they're going to go around for another lap. And that's a show. Bilowas leading out. Weir in the 2. Fertig in the 3. Brian in the 4. Watching the back triple. Watch the back triple. Bilowas getting it wrong. Weir now going to take over the top spot. Weir, Bilowas, Fertig, Bryant. Watch top of the hill. Watch top of the hill. Keep it clean, kids. Keep it clean. Now Paul Weir leading out through the backside double. Fertig looking to the inside. Gets it hooked up. That's going to move Bryant now into the top 3. Weir spinning around. Bottom of the hill. Now Weir back up on top. Brian in the 2. Fertig in the 3. Brian in the 4. Marquez, Butterfield, Meehan, Farnham. That's going to be your top 8 front runners. Race number 5. Final race of the day. Again, thanks so much for everyone coming on out. Hopefully you guys have been having some fun times today on our Supercross Saturday. Keep it clean. Thank you, Aaron. It's going to be Paul Weir on top. Andrew Bryan in the 2, Fertig in the 3, Billowes in the 4, Marquez in the 5, Butterfield in the 6. Paul Weir going to be leading us out. Let's keep it clean, guys. Remember, if you take somebody out, push it a little bit wide, let that car get back by you. Out front, now Andrew Bryan going to find a way inside on Weir. Bryan off the end straightaway, Weir off the end straightaway. Billowes. Looks like Marquez, Farnham, and Fertig. So 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Watch in the straightaway, it is clear. Now Fertig going to pick up a couple spots. He's going to be pulling into the top 5 now. Top 4. Off the end straightaway, the all gray of Andrew Bryant. In that 2 will be the red and silver. Bryant puts it upside down. We're now going to find his way back up on top. Billowes into the 3. Fertig popping back up into the top 4 now. With 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. Race number 5, 13.5 4-wheel. You will be up next. Three minutes in, 2 to go. Watch backside triple, watch backside triple. Backside triple is clear. Watch it out front. Thank you. That was Andrew Bryan getting it wrong. That'll be leader work with you there, John. Please hold your line. Paul Weir leading out. Bryan in the 2. Billowes in the 3. Fertig in the 4. With 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. Watch back triple, watch back triple. Paul Weir leading out. Up the hill, down the hill he goes. In that 2 is going to be the all gray coming up on Nico Butterfield. That'll be second working with you. Please hold your line. Billowes into 3. Second wheeler Nico, nicely done. Watch on the backside triple, watch backside triple. It is clear. 3:45 in, 1:15 to go, 1:15 to go. Race number 5. 4-wheel drive coming up at you next. 4-wheel coming up at you next. I'll need these drivers and maybe one volunteer to help me out. Paul Weir leading out. Weir getting it wrong in the center section.
1 minute left.
Marshaled out by Jensen. Easy, Paul. Nice long lead. Bryan now working up on Nico. Man, that'll be second work there, Nico. Please hold your line. Nicely done, good sir. With under 45 to go, under 45 to go. Weir off the end of straightaway. Bryan off the end of straightaway. There is Billowes. And Fertig going at it. That'll be fourth working with you there, Nico. Fourth work with you, Nico. Help him out, help him out. Under 35 seconds to go, drivers. It is Paul Weir on top. Andrew Bryan in that 2 spot. Bryan and Weir, they're coming up on Evan. You'll have leaders working with you. You know what to do. Weir pushing it wide. Bryan looking to the inside. Through the drop down they go. With less than 5 to go. They may get by for one more. 3, 2, and 1. They are going to get by for another one. So it's a game on. You'll be done when you cross our finish line. Nico, you are done. Justin, you are done.
John Marquez done.
Everyone else will be done when you cross our finish line. John, you are done. All eyes on Weir and Bryant. Drop down they go. Working over the roller. Coming into the back double. Oh, Weir spinning around. Bryant going to find a way back up into the top spot.
Andrew Bryant done.
And that is a race. All stop, all stop. Marshals, grab those blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Marshals, grab your blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Race number 5, 4-wheel drive. You will be up next. Race number 5, 4-wheel drive. You will be up next. Again, all marshals from race number 4. I'll need you guys back on the track, please. Drivers from race number 4, I'll need you all back on the track, please.
Transponder 8376794. Transponder 6673886.
All right, drivers from race number 4, I need you guys back on the track, please. Drivers from race 4, I need you guys back on the track, please.
The race is completed.
All right, guys, marshals to your areas, please. Last race of the evening or the afternoon or the morning, wherever we're at right now. We'll let Kyle get his car up there. You know, I've won so many races, it really doesn't matter. Misters are off. All right, guys. Kyle's finally gotten us to where we can go. So let's get them checked in. In the 1, Ryan Prince. Brown in the 2, Lake in the 3, Jensen in the 4, Hulskamp in that 5, Kyle in the 6, Russell in the 7, Shane in the 8, Nico in the 9.
Aaron Jensen. Kyle Edall. Car champ. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Shane Sudsbury.
All right, everybody's checked in. Let's get them lined up, fellas. Prince in the 1, Brown in the 2, Lake in the 3, Jensen in that 4.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Hulskamp Lube, the best lube in the industry, Hulskamp. And Kyle Adolph in the 6, Russell in the 7, Shane in the 8, and Nico in the 9. All right, marshals.
To the start of the race.
Everybody here knows the gig. Let's pay attention. Make sure you marshal is how you'd want to be marshaled. And that's not slowly. All right, guys. Ready at the sound of the tone. All right, Prince leading us out. Brown in that 2. Lake making a move early in that 3. Can't capitalize as they come down the horseshoe, I call it. Oh, no. Somebody ran right into the back of Jensen, got the worst end of that. That's going to put Hulskamp in that 4th spot. Prince, Brown, Lake, Hulskamp, Jensen, Russell, Adolph. Those are your top 7 drivers out of 9. Prince going down that straight. Brown gets it wrong after a little double. Lake right behind him. Prince, Brown, Lake, Sean, Jensen. Your top 5 as they head into the horseshoe. Back triple here. Lake getting it wrong after the triple. Grab him, grab him, grab him. He's back on. He manages to lose a spot. Hulskamp and Jensen. Prince, Brown, Hulskamp, Jensen. Those are your top 4. Lake in the 5. Lake having some traction roll issues here. Prince way out front. Brown trying to catch him as he heads down the straight. Prince is already in the middle of the track. Brown and Hulskamp, that's where your race is at. Aaron, Sean, and Jensen as they head into this back triple. Got Russell in the 5. Lake still in that 6. Adolph in the 7. Shane in the 8. Nico in the 9. Prince getting it wrong, but he marshals himself out. Brown trying to catch up to Prince as Prince heads into that straight. Prince coming around the scoring and timing. Into the wheelie double. Into the back triple. Oh, he throws a sick whip and wrecks it. That's going to give Brown a little bit of time. If he doesn't blow his servo, he might catch him. Prince, Brown, Hulskamp, your top 3. Jensen still in that 4. Lake in the 5. Russell in that 6. Prince going into the triple. Brown into the triple now. They come down the horseshoe, down the center. That's your leader right behind you. Or your second place driver right there. Brown gets around. Prince into the wheelie double, into the triple. Prince, Brown, Hulskamp now in that 3. Jensen in the 4, Lake in the 5. Prince down the straight. Brown down the straight. Sean down the straight. Prince into that triple. Top 4 drivers pretty spread out. 2 minutes left, drivers. 2 minutes left.
2 minutes left.
Watch in the center there, Todd. Just put it down. Yeah, there was a car wrecking by you. Prince, Brown, you're 1 and 2. Brown's going to have his work cut out. He's 3 seconds behind him. Minute 30, drivers. Minute 30. Prince, Brown, Camp, your top 3. Then Jensen, Adolph, Russell. Lake having some car issues. Had to take a knee. Prince in the middle of the track, down, getting ready to head onto that straight. Brown maybe picking up a little bit of time as he heads down that straight. He shaved off about half a second on that last lap. Brown into the triple. Prince down the center of the track. Onto the straight. Brown onto the straight here.
1 minute left.
"45 seconds, drivers, 45 seconds. Brown giving her all she's got to catch Prince. He's on cruise control out front as he heads down to straight. Prince is maintaining a 3-second lead over Brown. Camp in that 3. He and Jensen are battling back and forth for that 3 spot. Jensen right on Camp's tail. That's where your race is as they head into the triple. Up the horseshoe. Oh, Jensen goes inside, can't hold it. Camp takes it back as they head into the little double onto the straight. 10 seconds, drivers, 10 seconds. Prince, Brown, Camp, and Jensen in the center, into the wheelie double, into the back triple here. Camp in the orange, Jensen in the white and red as they head up the horseshoe. Down the horseshoe. That is time, drivers, that is time. Brown caught you at the line. Prince is going to win it.
Shane Sudbury done.
Jensen just didn't have enough. Sean's a good driver. Good job, both of you. Keep going, guys.
Car champ done.
Prince on his white flag lap.
Done.
He's done. Everybody's done but Adolph.
Kyle Adolph done.
And that is a race. Prince with the win. Brown with the place. Camp with the show.
All right, you don't have to worry about blowing off the track, guys. Don't have to worry about blowing off the track. That does conclude our race program today. Again, thank you to everyone coming on out today. Hopefully you guys had a fun time. I'll go ahead and switch it over to control practice right now. Time now is 10 minutes after 1. 10 minutes after 1 at a little before 3 o'clock. Track will be closed. A little before 3 o'clock. Track will be closed. So again, thank you so much for everyone coming out today. If you are out there practicing, remember we got our normal race program on Wednesdays, and then we'll be back at it normal program on Saturday. So again, thanks so much for everyone coming on out. Hopefully you guys had a fun time today.